And the Spurs, they've now clinched that playoff spot, 3 games back of OKC. What is their motivation the final 3 weeks of the regular season now?
Well, it's got to be, #1 seed. And if it's not that, just to continue to carry over this momentum that they have right now. They're playing their best basketball of the year. It's go time. I think this team, the more games they play, especially with desperation teams like this, like Miami, it can only simulate kind of what a playoff atmosphere will be like for them. So I think these games are all important.
Austin, right, Wemby's averaging under 30 minutes a game. I know his minutes are creeping up. In the playoffs, you got to play 40 if you're a guy like that, one of the star players. What are the Spurs doing to creep his minutes up? Or is he just going to be one of these guys that can only play like 30, 31 minutes in the playoffs?
I doubt it. I mean, if they're talking about seriously contending and being a team like OKC 4 out of 7 games, even if they get matched up with the Denver or the Lakers, for them to compete, for them to get over this hump, and I shouldn't say hump because this is new for them, but for them to compete at the level that everyone is obviously expecting and what their record shows, the best player has to play above 30 points. 30 minutes. It just has to happen. You can't just have a guy on a minute restriction and expect this team just to walk to the finals or to the conference finals. It's just not going to happen.
Austin, why do you think it's not far-fetched if the Spurs are able to make it out the Western Conference Finals, even though they're so young and Wemby's so young?
It's not far-fetched at all, E.T. This team plays with a grit and physicality. They play both sides of the ball. They can switch. They got wings. They got 8 guys that average double digits. They move the ball. Their best player has a certain level of leadership and humility about him, his resolve, which people can mistake as soft and weak. But you've seen teams like Detroit try to test them and be physical, try to punch them. They didn't, give into that and try to match it. They continue to play their basketball. They can play fast. You don't want to play slow versus them because them versus set defense, the best defensive team in the NBA. I mean, them and OKC are just miles ahead of everybody else, in my opinion. And in terms of their depth and their ability to have wings who can guard 5 players, Stephen Castle can guard just about anybody in the NBA.
Yeah.
What's up, my guy? These some killers right here. I'm telling you right now. If you don't think this team could contend, man, they can. They believe they're great, too. They walk around with a certain level of confidence, E.T. You know how it is. The great teams have that, and I think this team does.
And they're shooting with confidence as well, going crazy from the three-point line as well. So they've been dangerous.
They are. They don't have, like, percentage guys, so like Luke Kennard has a higher percentage than all these guys, right? Or something like that. They don't have guys that you could just leave open. You can't just leave Keldon Johnson open. You can't leave Castle open. You can't, obviously, Vassell and Champagne, these guys can really knock the ball down. But Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, they have shot makers, man. And they have guys that can close in the clutch. That's what they brought Mr. Fox for. So they don't have too many weaknesses, E.T. You know what I mean? I don't understand how this team can't contend or compete seriously.
I mean, ahead of schedule for sure, making the playoffs now, potentially a deep run. Tough matchup for any team, both sides of the court.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.